Any thoughts on Will Graham and even Franklin, how they're following in Mr. Graham's footsteps and continuing to preach the gospel?
Yeah. It's great to know that that Dr. Graham left an amazing legacy with crusades, and then Franklin picking up with festivals, and we've had Franklin here many times. And he's coming again next year, God willing, which is very exciting. And Will has followed on, of course, in the same pattern. And it's amazing to think that this year there's 93 such crusades going to be conducted throughout the world by Franklin and Will and Robert Cunville and maybe some others. But so a platform of evangelism still a hallmark, I think, of the Billy Graham Association, and still relevant today.
Can we just maybe get that it's still relevant today? Because the
hallmark.
Yeah. So platform evangelism, if that's what you'd like to call it, is still relevant today. And it's great to see the Billy Graham Association still very much involved in that. But it's not just the platform of evangelism, it's the whole package of what's leading up to it and how that's having an influence on the unity of the churches, challenging the Christians to become intentional about evangelism. That's the important thing. And I think that the Graham family would probably admit that that's more important than actually the proclamation itself. There's been moments, I think, when Dr. Graham said that the conditions were so bad at one of his events, it rained so badly that all he did was give an appeal and people came forward. It's because people had prayed for their friends, and there was the Holy Spirit was starting to move in that community, and it's a wonderful experience for any community. And this community will not be the same again. What the events that we've had in Australia with Franklin and Will, more recently with Will, the communities are still impacted, and we've got people from those communities coming to this event because they want to be part of it. And we've so it just as an awakening to the church. It would be great if it was nationwide, and I think with Franklin coming next year and speaking at all the capital cities, then it will have more of a national impact, whereas Will has tended to focus on some of the very important regional and outback areas of Australia. So we'll try and cover it as best we can.
What's your hope for the people that will be attending the Franklin tour next year? What's your hope for all the people that are going to be going to the event?
My hope for Franklin's visit next year is that the churches will encourage Christians to become intentional about wanting to share their faith. I think some of the mega churches are doing very well. Some of the smaller churches are really struggling. Some of the larger churches perhaps think they don't need that sort of help, but a lot of the smaller churches certainly do. So I think if we can establish and achieve a unity of the churches wanting to share the gospel in the community, that'll be a great outcome. And the sort of programs that the Billy Graham Association puts on does just that. And if churches can come together in unity and support each other and reach out in the name of Christ, instead of perhaps competing with each other, then that's a great outcome. And I believe that the Billy Graham Association has that impact on communities. It brings the churches together. There is unity. And I hear of church leaders meeting from different denominations continuing to meet together because they were challenged to come together for that purpose. And there's plenty of evidence of that happening in cities across Australia, from Franklin's festivals and also from Billy Graham, of course, going a long way back, and also with Will.
Great. Any other thoughts on the celebration or the Franklin Graham Tour next year?
I think the Franklin Tour next week is going to be interesting because a certain part of it is modelling the Decision America program that was run in the year of the American election. And that's something different for us. Using technology to whether it's the internet or whatever, to reach a larger audience is going to be new for Australia. We're touching on that now with Will Graham here from Kalgoorlie, but that will become a larger influence with Franklin coming. I think there'll be just as much by way of preparation, but I think that perhaps there'll be a greater requirement on the church to follow through after that sort of very brief visit. One day visits will be new for us. And just measuring the response of people that make a decision for Christ, and then making sure that we get their names and we can follow through with them. I think that's going to be a fresh challenge for the church. But technology is on our side, and we can use technology to help with that.
Good. Any thoughts as you were talking about that? Something clicked with me with Mr. Graham using technology in 1959 to reach more people that could come to the crusade, and now with Franklin, we'll be live streaming, I'm sure, the event.
Yes.
So it's almost new technology, but same idea. Did you talk about that?
Next for my cough. Yeah, let me think about that a little. I think we in Australia are yet to see the benefits and the capability of technology, and it's interesting to see what's been done with Search for Jesus, where 11 million people have made a decision for Christ since 2011. That's leading edge technology, that's internet technology. How can we adapt that with the visit of Franklin Graham to encourage people, if they don't go to the events, to perhaps use the internet to listen to the message and to listen to more messages. Since Dr. Graham died, there's been a heightened interest in his speaking. And I know of a lot of people who've gone onto the Billy Graham website, again using technology, and listened to Dr. Graham's preaching of yesteryear. So I think that the website and all that offers, and other forms of technology, Facebook, etc., can be a great asset to get the gospel out there.
Okay, pause. Come on through. You're in our shot.
I got it.